Good morning everyone, my name's Kirsty and you're joining me on my allotment. Now, whether you're a new subscriber or an old subscriber, hello, welcome. I am very sorry that I've not been around for the past, well, probably about a year. I'm also sorry if the sound quality isn't great. Unfortunately, I got to the allotment with all intentions to create some content and do lots of new videos for you, and my microphone seems to not want to work, which is great. So we're going to order a new one and then hopefully I can do a few more videos for you later on this week. As you can see, it's a little bit dull today and it's just starting to spit, which is great because actually I can't remember the last time we had any rain here in Lincoln, and if we did, it was, you know, a very short shower, so we could really do with some rain because the water butts are empty, the ground is horrifically hard, and I've got some areas that I really need to dig over, some new areas that I need to dig over in order to plant my dahlia tubers at some point. Dahlia tubers are not yet even planted up, but anyway, we've got lots of time, so don't worry. So I thought I'd come on here today to do a little video, basically just to address the fact that I haven't been around for a while. So I think it's been about a year, so I'm really sorry if anybody, probably not, but if anybody has missed my content. I know there's been some comments asking where I am. Unfortunately, I've just had quite a tough year. I feel like probably the past sort of few years of my life have been really difficult, and I think I've struggled to find some sort of balance in my life with everything, whether that's, you know, family life, work life, the allotment and all the things that come with it, social media, etc. I found it really difficult to balance it all out, alongside lots of things that have been going on this year that have been difficult with my health, that I found difficult to navigate. Some things going on in my family with their health that I found really difficult to navigate, and unfortunately at some point something's got to give, and realistically for me it's important to look after my children and my house and my job, because those are all the things that enable us to have a roof over our head and for us to eat. So those are always the two main priorities. The other main priority then became myself and making sure that I was well enough to be able to actually go to work, which has been tough. And then on top of that, obviously the allotment and social media were realistically the things that, out of everything, that I could either stop or give up for a little bit or put on hold. And unfortunately that's where that came in. Now I don't obviously have to go into any detail about what's gone on, but I've just had a tough time, and I feel like the past few years of my life have been quite a roller coaster. And oh no, I did say I wasn't going to get upset. I found it really difficult to figure out myself and what I needed from life and what things make me happy and how to find a balance for everything. And I'm not saying I'm anywhere near finding that balance at all, but the past year has probably made me realise that I need to make some changes for me, for my health, for my mental health, probably to indulge myself in a little bit more of family life, but also find the balance of working as a full-time as a mum, having my own business, because that is tough. And yeah, it's just a lot, and until you sort of living in somebody's life, you literally don't know what's going on. And I think that's what I found for me, because I've probably hidden a lot over the last year about what's going on or about how I've been feeling to protect myself, and you just don't really realise what's going on behind closed doors, as they say. But I am feeling, even though I feel like I've got a big lump in my throat, I am feeling far more positive now, and I'm really excited about what's going to happen in the future. I am still trying to figure out things health-wise and work-wise and life-wise, but I feel like I'm on a better path, and that's what's really important, and it's important to stay positive. Now, something that I found always really helped me is going to the gym, and I was going to the gym a lot, not last year but the year before, and I felt like I was at my fittest. And when I'm at my fittest, I feel my best. I feel like I have lots of energy and lots of endorphins, and I want to do everything. But unfortunately, I started having like these really weird episodes at the start of 2024 where I was fainting and feeling really dizzy like all the time, and to the point where going to the gym felt dangerous because I like to lift weights and do things like that, and it wasn't good. And then as things went on this year, more and more happened I think in relation with that, and there's still lots of things ongoing, but I am feeling a lot better. However, the dizziness and the like fainting spells are still happening, and I'm finding that really hard to navigate in terms of being like quite a fit and active person, because I'll come to the allotment and I'll bend down to do something, and then getting up is like is not good. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but I've decided that with everything that's gone on, the allotment over the past 2 years, whilst these things have been going on, has taken a back seat. And for any of you that know what it's like to have an allotment, or even just to have a big garden or a small garden, when you've got lots going on, it's a lot of extra things to do. And I've found that the allotment unfortunately has taken a back seat. Now, my allotment, which you've all been following, has been an absolutely amazing thing for me. I took my allotment on 8 years ago now, when I was really struggling with PTSD from the birth trauma and pregnancy trauma that I had with my second daughter. And I took this space on, and it absolutely saved my life. I never really had a huge interest in gardening, but I immersed myself into this allotment space that absolutely changed my mental health and capacity, and I will be forever grateful for what that space has done for me. However, there also comes with trauma some sort of bad memories as well of that space, and really weirdly lately, probably over the past few years, I found it quite hard to separate. Sorry, I'm getting upset. I found it hard to sort of separate the good and bad feelings of trauma with that space. And I feel like over the past couple of years, however much I love the space and I love what I'm doing there, I've almost felt like I was falling out of love with it, which makes me really sad because it's been such a special space, but it also holds what I feel like a lot of difficult memories for me that I'm almost moving on from. It doesn't seem like it, but I am. But yeah, it almost feels like some of those bad reasons that I took the plot on for, I'm moving on from that, but almost this space holds some of that. It also holds some horrible memories from other things as well that have happened, and alongside having a really difficult time with juggling being a mum and having my own business and figuring out life, I slightly started to fall out of love with my allotment, which is so silly. I don't know why I'm crying, but it does make me sad, because for all of you that know me and that have been on this journey with me know that my allotment means so much to me. So realistically, I've needed to make a change, because I want to carry on my allotment journey, and I want to carry on doing something that I love, which is gardening and allotments and growing your own. And I want to get back on here and make content and do and show people what I love to do. And over the past 2 years, my allotment has become quite overrun with weeds. It was already full of ground elder, couch grass, vineweed, creeping buttercup, honestly every kind of perennial awful weed you can think of. It was growing, and it's become more and more difficult to tackle. So I have made a decision. Whether it's the right one or the wrong one, I don't really know, if I'm honest. It feels like the right decision, but it also makes me feel really upset to think about. But I made the decision to give up my allotment space, and it does make me quite sad because, as you can see, I'm here in my dad's polytunnel at the moment, and obviously my dad's allotment is right next to my plot, and it does make me sad every day that I walk down here and see my allotment space. I'm going to show you. I don't think there's anybody that's taken it on yet, but it is really sad. And on top of doing that, I have though decided the allotment journey is not over, but I needed something slightly more challenging, to do something a bit different, but I also needed to do something where I'm not on my own doing it, because I don't have as much time to be down here as I used to. When the children were little, I had a lot more time to be down here because I worked part-time and would be down here when the kids when I wasn't at work and when the kids were off school and things like that. But as the kids have got older and I am now working full-time and doing my own business, that is more difficult. So I have decided, and my dad, that we would like to go in on an allotment together, and actually we've chosen to take on my dad's allotment because my dad's allotment is the same size as mine, which is more than big enough for 2 people, and we already have this amazing polytunnel built on my dad's allotment that we share, and his allotment is a lot more maintained. My dad is part retired, so he has a little bit more time on his allotment, and we spoke about it and said that it would probably be good for both of us. My dad's allotment has enough space where I can have my own area, he's got his own areas, we've got the polytunnel to share, and then obviously we have a lot of stuff on my allotment that we could bring over, like my big shed, my amazing Vitavia greenhouse that I absolutely love. So over the past couple of months, I've obviously been really quiet on here anyway, but whilst me and my dad have had a bit more energy and a bit more time and things have been a bit better, we've actually moved over all of the stuff off my plot and cleared my plot. It does really make me sad. I hate this, and I don't know whether a lot of you will be questioning whether I've made the right decision, but I do love my new space that I've got on my dad's allotment. And also on top of that, I have a partner who has his own allotment, and it's an amazing space. He has had it a couple of years but hasn't done lots on it. He's got it, it's like in 2 halves. So also on top of that, I'm gonna be sharing his space with him. So even though I've got 2 new spaces and 2 new opportunities and 2 new more exciting sort of experiments and new things to focus on, I've also got the help on one of them with my dad and on the other one with my partner. So I've not got the burden of taking all of this on my own, because it's a lot. And also what I really want to focus on with those allotment spaces is creating content to show you how to grow your own vegetables, flowers, fruit, whatever it is. And I want to concentrate on doing more social media as part of my job, to earn a little bit of money, and also just to show you all what you can do in these allotment spaces. But these are going to be 2 completely different spaces, so in order for me to be able to do this, I kind of need that help on those spaces, because doing an allotment on your own is not for the faint-hearted at all. So if you've stuck around for this whole however many minutes. It feels like about half an hour I've been speaking to you. Thank you. I just thought it'd be best for me to just update you all and let you know exactly what is going on, and that I'm not gone anywhere. Well, I kind of have. I've been off for a while, but I am back and I'm really excited. And what I'm going to do now is wrap this video up and just sort of show you my old allotment and show you that it's all done and finished. I feel really sad, but this will be like a goodbye for me as well. And then what I'm going to be doing is popping another video out soon. I'm going to be showing you my new allotment space with my dad, and it's really exciting because I've got quite a lot of it ready already. I didn't film much of the process because it's been over the winter and it's been awful. And then I'm going to show you also my new space with my partner, and we've had lots of exciting things going on there already as well. So there'll be a couple more videos coming out over the next week or so, showing you all my journey and all the new things that I'm taking on. So I can't wait to show you. Hopefully you'll stick around. Don't forget to subscribe, like, or leave me a comment, and I look forward to hearing from you all. Bye.